Those who love baseball often see in the sport a metaphor for life. You gotta step up to the plate, we say, meaning it's your turn. Do your best, show your stuff. Or sometimes when everything changes, often unexpectedly, we say it's a whole new ball game, and we have to adapt and meet new challenges. But maybe the metaphor that most comes to mind over this past year and a half is that we have been hitting fastballs. Life has just been one fastball after the next: a pandemic, a lockdown, masks, vaccines, social unrest, natural disasters, an ending in Afghanistan, and the beginning of a new virus variant. And we just keep swinging and swinging. We hardly seem to have a chance to put down the bat before another one comes flying at us. There is no time to process the last one, it seems, before we are swinging at the next one. And let's not kid ourselves. It has been exhausting. Exhausting to cope, to mourn, to get back up, to keep on going, to relearn how to live, how to interact, even how to pray and go to church. And through it all, nothing slows down. Life goes on. There are life events like weddings and funerals, work and school in person or from home, not to mention keeping families together and businesses afloat. How do we manage? Well, for starters, we look to our faith, and at its core we find two things: strength and hope. The strength of a faith community and the hope of a people who believe in an Easter Sunday after a long, dark Good Friday. It has been a hard time for us as individuals and as a church, not only in our parish, but across our diocese and the world. After the shutdown, churches reopened, but the response has been understandably slow and gradual. Let's face it, there are still good reasons to be hesitant to return. That is why this fall, Cardinal Tobin has asked us to re-energize our parishes, restore hope, and lift our communities back to life. We realize, of course, that the pandemic is not over. But believe it or not, even secular authorities recommend that people reconnect with their faith communities to help relieve stress and anxiety. We need to know that we are not alone and we share a common goal of getting through this time together. We need to remember that God has not forgotten us. And so here at Notre Dame, we have dedicated these 4 weeks in October to re-energizing our parish by lifting up our pains and fears to God so they can be transformed into something hopeful. So we can indeed move from death to new life, just like Jesus. With the efforts of many, we have created a 4-week preaching series called Returning to Grace, to remind ourselves just how important our faith lives are, especially in difficult times. So join us these 4 weeks any way you can. Come to church on Sunday or watch the live stream as you are able. Reach out to a friend, bring them along. Come with an open mind and heart, ready to listen and participate. The name of our series, Returning to Grace, comes from Cardinal Tobin's letter to the diocese about coming back to church. Copies of his letter are available at the doors of the church. Grace is a gift from God, and God has given us the gift of his presence throughout the pandemic. But whenever we gather in God's name to celebrate the Eucharist, we receive a special grace. Whether you know it or not, many of you already recognize this. So many parishioners have said how much they missed going to Mass during the shutdown. What were you missing? You were missing the grace of being together with your brothers and sisters in Christ, of worshiping, reconnecting, of feeling wanted and loved. That is the grace that we want to return to these weeks. Each of the 4 weeks has its own theme based on how we can return to grace. And this week's is returning to family. Why is that? Well, we let the gospel guide us. And this week, Jesus talks about marriage and the beauty of children. In one way or another, we all have family, and we all know what it is like to be a part of one. Just a few weeks ago, my brother had to have quadruple bypass surgery. It was a bit scary for his wife and 3 children who are all in their 20s, and certainly the rest of the family was worried too. The day of the surgery, I was able to go to the hospital with my sister-in-law. There were prayers and tears, but I'm happy to say my brother made it, and he's back now to being my little brother. A little annoying, but certainly someone I love very much. But these challenging moments in our family life, they draw us together. They remind us of how much we value each other, how much we love and care for each other. Families are people who love us, know us, laugh with us, and are honest with us. They care for us, raise us. They teach us the most basic things in life, from how to sit up straight at the dinner table, to how to play nice, how to love one another, how to forgive, and live peaceably with others. As a parish, we are also a family. In baptism, we are made brothers and sisters in Christ. Did you hear the second reading? It says that for a little while, Jesus was made lower than the angels. In other words, he was made one of us. But it says he is not ashamed to call us brothers and sisters. As sisters and brothers in Christ, we are united, but not always perfect. Still, as the saying goes, we may not have it all together, but together we have it all. The English novelist Marge Kennedy wrote of family. In truth, a family is what you make it. It is made strong not by the number of heads counted at your dinner table, but by the rituals a family creates, by the memories you share, by the love you show each other, and by the hopes you have for the future. We would love our church to be full each week, but it does not matter how many gather at this table. What strengthens us is the ritual meal Jesus left us, the living memory of Christ we share, our commitment to love, and our belief in a hopeful future. That is the grace of family we need to turn to. Well, the fastballs will keep coming, but this is a place where we don't have to swing at them. Instead, we catch the grace of God, freely offered to our family of faith. Here we can lay down our burdens and take up the joys promised to us by our brother Jesus. May God bless us as we return to grace and reunite us as a family of faith, embraced in the love